Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Twilight Let's Play. Glad to be back. Very excited about this one because we're for sure going to do my favorite part of the game. Now, that doesn't mean that the rest of the game is like boring or, you know, this is the high point and everything else is downhill. No, it literally just gets better from here. I'll go into more about it in the episode, but this is the part of the game that made me just fall in love with this game. There's like a couple more parts, but this one is like, alright, let's get on it. Best game ever made. What do you think, Thatch?
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Alrighty then. See, he's ready. So, let's just jump right into it. Alright. So, in the last episode, we got Epona back, and we had to go back to Ordon Village. We told all the parents that their kids are good, and we got a secret technique in the form of some iron boots to help wrestle the gorons. So, like I said, cutscene coming up. I remember the first time I played this, I was not expecting this part. Oh, that must be terrifying. I mean, talk about being cinematic for a GameCube game, you know? Alright, let's talk about like Metroid Prime, Resident Evil 4. GameCube was ahead of its time. It's these kind of cutscenes. God, he looks ugly. And here we come! Okay, so in this little part right here, you are supposed to just go straight for him, but you could just stick around and talk to everybody. But they have nothing really interesting to say. Make sure to keep your sword sheathed, by the way. It's pretty interesting. There's a couple of cutscenes in this game where if you go into it with your sword sheathed or unsheathed, there's a little bit of a... It's kind of dynamic with the cutscene. You'll see in a second what I mean by that. Could this be the first time Link ever had, like, a rival in a Zelda game, by the way? That's what I mean. If you already had your sword out, then he wouldn't do that. And it makes more sense if he has the sword sheathed, you know what I mean? So he could just whip it out like that. Alright, this is one of, like... This is probably one of the first things they made, or developed, into making this game, because I'm sure after like Ocarina of Time they really wanted to implement like horse battles and horseback combat. It's just a shame we don't have the bow yet. Like I said, like this is part of the game that the whole GameCube library, like the GameCube was ahead of its time. Try to get a hit on this guy. Spin attack? Can I do a spin attack? Come on. I am on Heroes mode. I already lost a whole heart. Ah, come on. That would have been great. Oh, how he raises the sword like that? Like I said, there were a lot of moments in this game that just solidified this being my favorite game. This is definitely one of them. This is definitely like... Would I say this is like my favorite moment of the whole game? Sure, why not? This is my favorite moment of the whole game. Oh shoot, I forgot. Now, I can't do anything about it. So one thing I gotta be very careful is that they are shooting fire arrows at me. Oh, see, I got knocked off. Oh, now it starts raining. Oh, now the atmosphere is getting good. Anytime it starts raining in Twilight Princess, the atmosphere just gets really good. But, like I was saying, I do have a wooden shield, and they are shooting fire arrows at me. Where'd you go? Now, I know that doesn't sound too concerning, but it has happened to me before. If those arrows hit your shield, it will burn your shield. I think with one more hit, I'll do it. Oh god, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh come on, Epona! Literally only one more hit. By the way, like I mentioned, the Zelda Twilight Symphony. This song, when they do it in Twilight Symphony, is just remarkable. Come on! Alright. Oh, what the hell? Here we go. There we go. I knew it was one more hit. But we're only halfway through the battle. This is where the real fun begins. I love how they have this all planned out like it was a trap. Ever think you'd do jousting in a video game? Or a Zelda game? I mean, there's a whole video game called Joust. Never done it in a Zelda game before. I don't really like using the spurs in this fight because I want to be at the same speed as King Bulbin. Wait a little bit, turn around, do it again. It only takes 2 hits, I believe. Yeah, it only takes 2 hits, and it is pretty close. But booyah! I remember that was actually, I believe, at the very end of the 2005 trailer was this cutscene. Not this cutscene, but that fight. What do you think was going on through Link's head? Like, I just beat this guy. He just fell off. It was a jousting match. Let me just, like, pose really quick, you know? Oh, Epona rain up. Oh, yeah, let's do this. All right. Okay, touching cutscene. Let's concentrate here. Is everyone okay? Yeah, but let's be real. Link knew he was posing for the camera. Man's a goddamn hero. Good. Beth, I'm sorry, you know, for shoving you. Are you mad? Her forehead is ginormous. Sorry for breaking the immersion there. Look at her freaking forehead, though. Jeez. I think I finally understand. I understand what my dad meant when he told me I needed to be stronger like you, Link. He wasn't talking about strength, like lifting stuff. He was talking about being brave. Link, you saved me, didn't you? Goddamn right I did. You can do anything. No. Come on. I can also turn into a wolf, you should see that. You can do something to help the gorons in the mines too, can't you, Link? Now, okay, this is a very touching cutscene, and I like how Link, he has no idea what's going on in those mines, but he just kind of reassures, like, yeah, you know what, for you, I will do something about them. Get Tallow trying to show off there. This is a very, very touching cutscene. Oh, I love this part. I love this part. It's almost like, if you guys ever watch like Lord of the Rings, at the very end of the Return of the King, the final film, There's a literally the last battle is when like Aragorn, kind of one of the main characters, he is about to like literally go head first into like the last like swarm of orcs, and right before he does it, he looks back at the rest of the characters and he says, "For Frodo." And I like to think that when Link was like staring up at Death Mountain right here, in his mind he was like, "For Colin." Like, I don't know, like, love that, love it, love it, love it. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, we're basically ready to go for Death Mountain. We're set. Except there is one thing that I don't want to lose. So, as we can notice, in the general store, there's a bunch of posters up that we didn't see last time. General store, dealing in everything from housewares to gently used items. Okay, and it's got a specific name, Malamart. And that actually is my wife's favorite song in the game. Also, yeah, so right there, that's our item right there. That's what we want. Hey, you can look at the stuff, but don't you dare just take things. That's my valuable merchandise. You want it, you pay for it. I decided to take this unmanned shop. Buy some. It helps the whole village if you do. I like to think that might be a reference to Buy Something Will Ya from like the original Zelda game. So, okay, we get some red potion, which I'll probably drink some milk and then buy some. The wooden shield. This is a simple shield. It's made of wood that will burn away touched by fire. This is basically if you were to lose the Ordon shield. This is the shield that you kind of have to have afterwards. If you ever want to like fill that space on the menu, your inventory menu, you would have to fill it with this. I don't like the design of it. I really, really don't. Compared to the Ordon shield, and like you lose the Ordon shield, you lose it forever. And with this one, I mean, yeah, it always comes back, but I mean like. Oh, okay, that's more expensive than I thought. Okay, 200 rupees. It was Ocarina of Time I was probably thinking about, where it was like, what, in Ocarina of Time it was like only 80 rupees or something like that? Don't let him sell it before you buy one. Well, I'm kind of poor right now, so maybe I can't be a hero, but I figure I can help people out with heroic business deals. You better work hard too. Couldn't have said it better myself. So let's I want to drink some milk real quick because I don't like being not at full health. Oh, I was about to say actually, this is probably one of those Zelda games where nothing really happens if you're like full health, because there is like a little something, there's like a little bonus thing you can do in some of the Zelda games, where if you're at full health you get like a bonus attack. And I forgot, yeah, there is one in this game, but it's very, 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 very down the road. I'm thinking, do I want to go up to Death Mountain right now? Or, because I want to get that Highland shield, I really don't want this shield to burn. I mean, I could just be like good at the game to not let that happen, but let's see. Yeah, okay. The music kind of gives it away that there's nothing. Oh, he's not even here. Oh, he's upstairs. Yeah, he's just doing that. Yeah, you can't get the bombs until after the next dungeon. But I'm trying to think. I'll go ahead and cut until I have enough money, because I really want to get that Highlander shield before I get into the next dungeon. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I believe there's 50 rupees in this chest. Yeah, alright. We're not there yet. Ooh, we're getting close. Alright. God, Jesus, this place is silent. I can't even... Wow, I can't even freaking bring out my sword. Well, I guess we're just smashing pots. That's what Link's good at. Oh, okay, we're getting some money. Link is just venting out his friggin' anger here. I love it. Okay, let's see if there's anything upstairs. Oh! There's a chest. I wonder what's in there. Come on. Alrighty then. We rich. Let's go get that Highland shield. Alright. And we got it. I'll buy one. I suppose I could part with it too. And we got the Highland shield. It's metal and will never burn. And that's it. And sure, let's go with some red potion as well. Very good. We are ready to... Time is money. And if you're done shopping, then quit wasting both. Words to live by. Not something you want to tell your wife to. But let's go. I think we're very much well equipped for the next dungeon. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We got a dungeon coming up, but we gotta make it there first. And I believe it's literally the same kind of... yeah, it's basically the same way we took when we were finding the bugs when this place was covered in Twilight. There's a bit of stuff to do though coming up. Basically, we just gotta use our iron boots to the best of our ability to stop rolling gorons, because if you remember Ocarina of Time, we could not stop the rolling gorons. But now we have the ability to. So, nice little what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Satisfaction, I guess. Oh, you're back again, human. You will never pass. You cannot hope to match our brute force. Bring it on. Grab. That's right. And he rolls all the way down to Kakariko Village. And probably busts into a building or two. So we're gonna have to deal with that. See? Basically, for the rest of the way up. But I mean, that's basically it. We just gotta go all the way up the mountain. You know, grabbing rolling gorons on the way there. There is one section, I believe, where I think we gotta deal with like bulbins firing arrows at us. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it because we don't have a boat yet. But we're good. But like what I was getting into earlier, like during the horse battle, is that is probably my favorite part of the whole game. But that's not bad foreshadowing, because now that shoot, I thought I pressed it. Anyway, that's not bad foreshadowing because it's not to say that the rest of the game is boring to compare. We could use, by the way, you just saw, I still have my Ornon shield. Hang on, I really don't want it to burn. Come on. There we go. And that's the best shield in the game. No, I'm serious. That is the best shield in the game. There's no mirror shield. There's no mirror shield in this game. That's what we're gonna get. We could use the bird. We could whistle for the bird. I'll show it off. Why not? Since we don't have bows and arrows yet, we could use the bird to basically pick off the bulbins one by one. It does take a while, so I don't recommend it just for efficiency's sake. Just run through these guys, try not to get hit, but like I said, this is a method of doing it. If they are giving you trouble. There is, I believe, a 100 rupee and a heart piece in this area. That's a whole heart gone. That's a whole heart and a half gone. But I'll get them later because you saw the vines, but you can't reach the vines. You do need the claw shot for that. We'll get the claw shot later. But like I was saying, like, Like when it comes to like, that must have hurt. When it comes to parts in the games and everything like that, the section of the game right before you get the Master Sword is definitely top 3 for me. And I don't want to spoil too much about it. I mean, everyone knows about it, but it is the turning point of the game. Then obviously getting the Master Sword in any Zelda game is something to write home about, because you're now the hero. Like, you're guaranteed. And then after that's actually my favorite dungeon in the game. Yeah. And after you get the Master Sword, it's actually my favorite dungeon in the game. And then there's, let's see, the Hidden Village. If you guys know about the Hidden Village, that's way later in the game, and that's a really good part. Whoa, this looks dangerous. Is this the traditional Death Mountain welcome? But like I said, like, there's some really good freaking moments in this game. That was the first one. I mean, okay, meeting Midna and turning into a wolf and everything. You could say that's really good too, but as a shortcut later on. But I would say that the King Bulbin battle is the start. Like, it's that kind of solidified that yes, you are playing the right game. Alright, here we're going to get into the hot spring. Alright, with these guys, they'll try to hit you for some reason. That's not fair. That is so not fair. Oh my gosh. I'm angry now. I'm angry. You pissed me off. I don't care if you're not the one that even did it. I don't care. I'm going to take my anger out on you, because that's America. Alright, screw you, bro. I'm cannonball! Okay. Yes. Alright. This guy's just lounging. The gorons here won't. They don't care. They're just chilling. This is a story, store right outside the next dungeon. You can get the wooden shield here. Also, it looks like you get some milk and some lantern oil. You don't really need lantern oil in the next dungeon, because everything's lit by the lava. And then you got some arrows, which kind of gives away what the item is in the next dungeon. But this is also a nice place, especially on Heroes mode. Hot Spring heals you up automatically. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's the shortcut I was talking about. Can't really get to that yet. But we can use the mesh here to climb up. Like these guys, they're just living their best life, man. Nice and hot, just like I like it. Little Caesars. What's a human doing here? I thought the elders told us not to let humans near the mountain, but I suppose none of my business. Come into the hot spring and refresh yourself, brother. I did. It was nice. Nothing like... I've never been in a natural hot spring before, but oh my gosh. Hot tubs, freaking... nice warm bath after a long week of work. Hell yeah. Light some candles. Drink some soda. That's something I love doing, by the way. Especially like my wife and I, when we had a hot tub. Obviously we don't anymore because we're... Oh, I guess we could still do the... Oh, that's right, we gotta do the Iron Fist do this. Because they have the hot tub in the apartment. But what we like to do when we like going for a swim or just chill in the hot tub, especially with some Dr. Pepper and some pizza, we like to put my phone on playing Zora's Domain. Try it, please. Get like a 30-minute loop or an hour loop or hell, even a 10-hour loop of Zora's Domain from any of the Zelda games. I recommend Twilight Princess. It's kind of a good mashup between Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild. And just have that playing on in the background. Oof. Trust me, you'll fall asleep. It's amazing. Highly recommend. Screw you, man. Come on. Freaking dumb rock eater. Is that racist for me to say? I don't know. Okay, so with this section coming up, it's kind of stupid because you have to kind of know in advance that it's coming up. As soon as you walk through the entrance, you're gonna immediately go into the sumo wrestling battle with the chief. So it kind of doesn't give you an option to put on your iron boots. So you have to put on you have to know in advance, put on your iron boots before you go through the door. If not, you'll enter the whole cutscene and get into the sumo match with the chief, and then the chief will completely embarrass you and throw you out of the ring, and then after that, you can put on your boots. But if you know in advance, like I do, put on the boots now. I love how he's like struggling, and then he's just walking. This is not annoying at all. Yeah, they definitely know I'm coming. Come on, we can take him. Enough! Is this young one such an imposing enemy that you must all gang up on him? I think not, little brothers. So annoying. I am a Goron elder, little human. I am called Coron. No. Because of certain circumstances, I must leave the Goron tribe in place of Darbus, our tribal patriarch. Tell me, little human, do you come from the village below? You have done well to come this far. You are strong for a human. However, the mines beyond here are sacred to my tribe. Outsiders are not allowed, unless... I love that look. I can make an exception, but you would have to beat me in a contest of power. Are you willing to try that, little human? Yes. Bring it. At least we don't get a fat naked guy this time. Now, the iron boots don't make any noise in this cutscene. By the way, he's still wearing a shirt, shield, and sword. Okay, he still doesn't. You'd think that'd be kind of uncomfortable for Link. Then again, he is wearing iron boots. Oh, okay. Now this is hard. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. I just wanted to see how far I can do that. And move. Boom. Alright, here we go. And let's do a slap. Ooh, nice. And we're done. Don't mess with the best. Young warrior, you have strong will and sharp eyes. Fine traits. Want to see how well you can use them? So I love it when Link's wearing his iron boots, like he's always like in a stance, you know? You have seen it, I would bet. The mountain erupting without pause. When the mountain began to rage, all four of us elders and Darbus, our patriarch, went inside to investigate its anger. We have a treasure that was entrusted to us by spirits, and we must protect it. Do you understand? But the moment Darbus reached down and touched the treasure, everything went wrong. He collapsed, and before our very eyes transformed into an unspeakable monster. He began to rage through the mines, trailing ruin behind him, and the eruption grew more frequent and more severe. We used all of our strength to seal him deep inside the mountain. It grieved us to do this to our patriarch, but we had no other course of action. I ask this favor of you, young warrior. Go to the aid of Darbus. Make no mistake, the spirits have guided you here. I, Coron, need your help. On behalf of our entire clan, I ask you for your aid. Hey! You two, let the young warrior pass. They look kind of reluctant. I'm gonna take these freaking off. Alrighty! Well, guess what? That is the next dungeon right there. We're not gonna do that yet. I am first going to do... Well, okay. I hate this part. Look, he's clearly looking at the entrance, but then, watch. As the camera cuts to him, I'm immediately at the entrance. How? But this basically, so this is a pressure switch. I mean, we've seen it before, but this one you do have to be the weight of a goron, I guess, to press it down. And this activates the 2 shortcuts that I mentioned earlier. And my hat makes me look like an elf. 'Tis the season, I guess. So I believe this one, I mean, I think you can kind of tell. I think like the wavy lines signify the hot spring. So this gives us a shortcut to the hot spring. And also, like, we can come from the hot spring to here and immediately get up there. And then here. Okay, never mind. The symbol is the same thing. And I believe it's basically the bottom, where that giant rock, that giant lava rock came shooting down. Right? Yep. And we're here. Oh, that's a nice little cutscene. So that is where I'm going to end it off for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, go ahead and drop a like. And if you want to comment, please tell me what your favorite part in any video game is. Whether it's, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid or Sonic the Hedgehog or Pokemon Red and Blue. I don't know. But you just saw my favorite part from my favorite game. I want to know what your guys' is. Maybe it's when Sonic turns into Super Sonic in Sonic Adventure. Or maybe it's when you battle Red at the end of Pokemon Gold. Let me know, guys. I really want to know. So, on that note, I'll see you guys next time. We're going to go straight into the Mines of Moria. Excuse me. We're going to go straight into the Goron Mines. And there's a lot of Lord of the Rings jokes coming your way. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.